Day 31, Big Joe, only for you. You wished your fireplace. I hope you people do enjoy it as much as I do. I just wanted to address two things. In my last two videos, I showed you that I'm histamine intolerant and I had a heavy reaction. So that's also a reason why I'm getting more into the topic with my researchers in the next couple of weeks, because it's affecting me in a very, very extreme way. And I'm getting sick, and now I'm getting even not better right now, because yesterday it seems like my beef tartare is also a little bit more of a aged sized meat, so it may cause also this kind of symptoms like clogged nose, and I'm just feeling like you have the flu. So I think it's very, very important, if you have any kind of symptoms, rashes, having problems to breathe, having any kind of issues, there are solutions, and it's not carnivore itself. It can be caused by, for me, it's the histamine intolerance, and it's very, very common. And I saw so many doctors' comments, people blogging about it, and I'm seeing what they're suffering and what is happening, and it's just mind-blowing, and it's really heavy. But it can heal, but you need time, and you cannot do the same thing like other carnivores do and go high fat and do this and that. You really, really, really have to be careful when you're histamine intolerant, because you can actually really die of this shock like I did. If I would have much more, I could actually just stop breathing. So for completely. That's why this is so important, to do your research and not just say, oh my God, this is so bad, I have, to quit. Just go deeper into it. And now I'm trying to figure it out, what to cook. And for me, this is so tough. And I was devastated, of course, because I finally found my supplier and the way I'm cooking, and it's just going well. But then, all this kind a little bit started, and as much as more I eat in a sitting, more symptoms showed up immediately. And then I saw, okay, I am allergic to something. So I'm now trying other ways, and I prepared my food, and it was very funny. I was so hungry in the morning. I'm gonna explain why. But I just prepared my food and then wasn't hungry anymore. So I just let it now stay until I'm hungry at maybe 12 or 1. I made just an egg and air fried my patties, which I don't usually do, because also the way you're cooking it can be having troubles and issues. I have to reduce the fat, because my body is not there yet to absorb that much fat. So this is also an issue that will also have an impact if I can't figure it out how much my body actually needs. And everybody is different, so nobody can tell you, you need to eat this or that if you have histamine, because you need to figure it out what works for you in the end. And I saw that just egg whites, in these cans, it's not working for me. I'm getting very, very sick of it. So I had one day just eggs and patties kind of, and I felt good. So I really need to try to focus on this one food group and then add things really slowly to it, because I'm very, very sensitive. So I'm still healing, and there are some pills which are some kind of salts. I saw with some doctors that this will help maybe your gut to improve and get faster there. So I will try them out, because I'm here to try everything out and just experiment. And I'm gonna tell you about it when I get it. They're just arrived. So, and I ordered it at Amazon. So one thing I wanted to tell you, because now also with me 1 month in, a lot of this beautiful community, there are also some black sheeps showing up on my comments, and being just awful human beings, and I think they're destroying such a beautiful community. So if you're one of these strict carnivores who is arrogant and just want to make people feel bad about themselves when they do eat something else than meat, then please go away. Go far, far away, because I don't fucking care, and I don't let bully people me into being dishonest and then being scared of telling when I'm failing and when I'm doing something wrong, because I want to share my whole experience, and also when I'm failing, and I did fail yesterday, and I want to tell you what I did, because I wanted to fail. I wanted to see what my body, how is what my body is doing to me, to remember myself why I'm doing this in the first place. And my overall goal is to go full carnivore, just meat and eggs and fish, salt water, these kind of things, and fat, in my journey. That's my big goal, because I saw that it's working the best, and eating 1 or twice a day. These two things showed me during my experiences that I work on that the best, and I'm not there yet to just naturally be always going and having this without having mental cravings, or just these kind of things that people do tend to have when they had especially a sugar addiction, and that's what I had. So sugar healed my mental state. It was something that I was rewarded with since I'm a kid. That's something I used to know, that I can reward my own child with that and stuff like this. And if I do something good, I need to reward myself with something like sugar. That's what I was programmed to do since I'm little. And you cannot deprogram yourself after 1 month, not even a year. It takes time, And it took me 35 years to be programmed this way. So it maybe will take me 30 years to reprogram myself. So don't let idiots stress you out, especially not in such a beautiful community where you have people who are supportive and nice and open about every journey, and not being just dicks. So that's why I wanted to tell you yesterday. It was my 1 month anniversary of my carnivore, and this triggered my, I have to reward myself. And I did that by buying, one expensive T-bone steak and having it, and it was a big meat, and I was stuffed, I was full. But still, my mental brain went, you need to experience if you really changed your taste, and if you're gonna miss the chocolate, you need to challenge yourself. That's where my mental health went. And I am a weak person. I'm not the kind of disciplined, and I can do in moderation, and I'm, superwoman. That's not what I am. So for me, it was tough. I was fighting it the whole day. And especially if you're going to work or something, it's great, because then you're occupied and you have different things to think about. But I'm still sick, so I'm at home alone, and the whole day, and I was just thinking, I want cookies. My brain was just, really, it was just insane. And that's what addiction is, and these kind of mental programming thing, and to fight it is really tough. And I did fought it like 30 days, and that's just amazing. But these days, this one day triggered me, this jubileum thing. So I went to my mom's house. The problem is she's living downstairs, so I had access to her fridge and everything, and she still had some of my things I was getting rid of after the first day when I started carnivore, and she still had it in her fridge, and I knew that. And it was just knowing that. And I went inside, and I saw a banana. I ate a half of a banana, and I was like, after the half of the banana, I was like, no, don't eat that, you will not feel good. Then I saw an apple, same situation. I was fighting with myself, and I left the half of a banana. So that was even a win, then not to eat the whole banana, just because I was in that mood. So I did have the apple. Then I just eat a half of an apple, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna throw it away. And it's not good to throw away stuff, but it's still in the process of fighting these things. It's fine, believe me, then instead of having it in your body. And then I was still, no, that didn't satisfy me. It's still in the okay carnivore world. I need something to cheat on. I know that sounds bad, but that's how my brain went. It's just unbelievable. And I went to the freezer, and I knew she had these little ice creams, and I was like, okay, I need to figure out if this taste of chocolate I'm having in my brain, if this really tastes like what I remember, or is my taste changed so much that I will hate it. And I took this ice cream, and it was like this little piece of chocolate, so this. I ate the chocolate, and I was so disgusted by it, so I threw away the ice cream. So that was also a win. It's still cheating, but it was a win for me because I didn't binge on it. But all these three things together had an impact on me to starting me to binge eat, and not binge eat in this kind of way, but binge eat, I wanted to do it still in the okay carnivore world kind of direction, because I was lucky that I didn't have my car to just drive to a grocery store and just buy everything, put it on the display, have a bite of everything, and then throw the stuff away, because that's what's in my mind and it's still there. And I know that I'm gonna do it once, because my brain is going there to just think about it, and I need to get it out of my system, unless I will just go crazy and then just have and I want to do it in a safe environment. It sounds strange, but that's actually something you do also with people on addiction. You create a safe environment where they can do drugs. They're just not putting them off drugs. You're giving them, a little bit of different kind of things, and that's what actually my addiction works like this. I needed to do it in my safe environment. So what do I mean with that? I need to eat a lot and be stuffed, and then go to the grocery store, buy all of my favorite things that I'm missing and I think I'm missing, just display it on my table, eating then some more of meat and eggs and things I can eat, be stuffed, and don't even want to eat all this crap in this moment maybe, but then do it in, for me, a safe space, and just have these little bites, and if I don't like it, just throw it away, or split it out and put it away, and just you really mentally throw it in a can. That's what I need. That's how I work, and you shouldn't do that, if you are not like me, and just having these kind of addiction and ways of doing it. And one thing I did yesterday as well, when my binge watching started, and I thankfully didn't have the car to go to buy something, I still did have some protein powder. I did have some stevia, and I did had some cacao left without sugar. So I combined these three things, and I made chocolate chip cookies, like keto, I think you will call it keto without sugar chocolate chip cookies. And I did it in the air fryer, 3-4 minutes. It was tasting amazing. It was tasting so good, and they were so fluffy, and just the texture, it was just, but it was so triggering my binge eating, and I needed to have this experience. I needed to have it to remind myself why I'm doing this in the first place, and it clicked then. And I was like, damn it, if there were, real cookies right now, because I was still hungry from the fruits, I'm gonna get to that, I started binge eating. I would start binge eating. So I did have 2 of these cookies I made, from no sugar. And then I did have some yogurt with protein powder as well. And I did eat that all. And then now I was still in this binge mood, going fucking crazy mode. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna now create pancakes of the same yogurt thing that I created. And fortunately, I messed it up. It was tasting so disgusting. And that's what I one time had this idea to make the things that you like maybe taste disgusting, because for me it worked. I didn't do it on purpose. It was just, I don't know what happened, and I created this disgusting kind of mess. And I was forcing myself to eat some of the bites, not purposely. It was just my going crazy brain. I need to eat this. And I did eat, and then I was so sick. Thankfully, I was so sick, because that was like, I'm not gonna eat this again. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go there for, not ever, but for a longer period of time, because I'm so grossed out of now protein powder and yogurt and these kind of things. So I still have in my mind that I wanna eat a little bit of popcorn. I wanna eat a chocolate chip cookie. And for me, the fun part is I desire the chocolate chip cookie which is keto. I don't really like the normal ones, besides maybe one kind, and some caramel popcorn and some salty popcorn. So these are the 3 things that I miss and desire, and these are the things that I'm just constantly thinking about. So I told you this channel is about honesty, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna, tell you, oh my God, I'm doing so great, and so no, I'm not. I'm still, in a process, and it's fine. It's fine to be there and finding your own ways to deal with it. And I know that I will get there naturally because my body will reject these kind of things. But right now, it's still, my mind is going there, that I wanna have this, and if I wanna have something, I will get it. That's how I work. If I want something, I will get it. And that's what I have to work on, on this psychological part of things. And I'm working on that since years with, therapists and hypnotherapists and all these kind of people who are helping me a lot and brought me to a point of stage where I'm actually better. And I wouldn't do 30 days of carnivore doing this without having all this process before. So don't think that, just going carnivore, it will heal everything in your life. It's just not. I did a lot of things that healed, and I talked about it in a lot of videos. So one thing I also wanted to tell you, because of fruits, and Lily Kane, I don't know her name, the grocery dancing girl, I love her, and she said it, and that was just a yeah, it makes sense kind of moment. She's not capable of eating a lot, and she needs to eat more and to get more calories intake, and she doesn't, if she takes more fat, she will just go more to the toilet, so she needs to find other ways to eat more. And she's just stuffed if she just eats meat. So this is why she implemented sometimes after eating some kind of fruits, because it makes her hungry after a half an hour, and then she can eat more to build up her muscles and these kind of things, because she needs more food. So that's something I experienced yesterday. The banana and the apple I had were triggering these kind of binge eating as well, me feeling really hungry, just not being here this mental kind of thing, but it was like I was actually starving all the time. And that's why in the morning I felt this feeling of starvation again, which I didn't have, which I only have when I do something with sugar, like even with stevia, it doesn't matter, or fruits, that triggers me to feel that I'm starving. And that's so interesting. So if you try to gain weight, and if you cannot eat enough meat, that her channel is really, really an amazing way of doing it. And don't be afraid of not being called carnivore because you're not strict as a lion. Bullshit somewhere else around, Carnivore is a thing where you should be open for people going into carnivore, calling themselves carnivore, even if they sometimes eat something, but they're focusing on, the good meat and the good things. So you should be happy that people will join these kind of community with us by taking the first steps and appreciating it, and being proud of them to being part of this, and sharing their experiences as well and how they get there. And it will happen naturally that you will just don't want to eat certain kind of foods, that you will eat less, that you will do these things just naturally. It will happen without forcing it on somebody. So yes, it's just a little reminder to be nice in the comments and not to be arrogant and not to bully anybody to do so, not even if you're a carnivore or vegan or something else. So yeah, I'm now, and I started drinking normal water again. I don't know why, it's just happened naturally that my body don't need that much of mineral water. So I think it's because my electrolytes are now getting more into a balance, that I'm not craving the mineral water, which actually have a lot of electrolytes in it, so magnesium and these kind of things. So it seems like that this, when my body needs it, I crave more of mineral water. So that's interesting. That's what I discovered for myself. And yeah, I'm gonna focus the next couple of days more into researching, what causes the cravings, how to deal also with all these kind of things, and histamine. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the fire. And see you tomorrow. Bye. Have a great day.